All right, I am back here with another tech tip for the Jamboard app. So as you can see here, this is Jamboard thing. One of the new things that has come out recently for the Jamboard is in the background area and setting the background, and now you can do it as an image for whatever you would like it to be. This is really important because sometimes you have a Jamboard that you want to use, that you want kids to manipulate or edit, but you don't want them to edit every little thing on it, and especially if there's going to be 10, 15, 20 kids on it. You might want to instead simply have a background that has some of the stuff in it that you don't want to be manipulated, and then the kids can do the rest of it, okay? So I'm going to show you how to create a background to do whatever you would like it to do, okay? I'm going to go to my drive here, and I'm going to click on New. And I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to click on Drawings. If you notice here, Jamboard is down here in the More Part 2, so that's where you find your Jamboard. But I'm going to click on Google Drawings. So here is the drawing that comes up. But as you can see, this background is a little bit different than this one. So I'm going to change it here real quick. So I'm going to go File, and I'm going to go down here to Page Setup. And right now it's on a standard 4:3. I'm going to go over here to a 16:9. And so that makes it just a little bit longer than it is wide. So I'm going to go that way. And now it is practically the same thing. Background-wise, it'll turn out the same. One of the things when it comes to a background using a Google Drawing is that there is no way for you to do a colored background easily. The quick way to do it here is to go to Shapes, click on this, and then make it the same size as your canvas, and then you can change it to whatever color you want. If you want it to be white, you can leave it with the kind of checkerboard part back there because it'll just be white. Or if you want to change the color of it, this is how you do it. Okay. And there's a border, so if you don't want a border around it, you just change it to transparent, and there you go. So now you can, whatever you want to put on this drawing part is stuff that kids cannot manipulate, or kids cannot edit and move around and things like that. So anything you want to remain stationary, I would put on here. One of the ways that I've been seeing this being used is for answers and having each kid have a place for answers. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to go to the table, and you can pick out however many kids you have in a class. So let's just say you got 16 kids, we can all dream. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on one side of my Google Drawing. If you notice there, the lines are very, very light. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to make the lines black, actually, instead of that gray color. And then I'm going to change them to be a little bit thicker. There's 4, there's 3. I usually use 3. If you actually want to put the kids' names on it so they know where to put it, you can do that here. And so you can go through and you can do it. So then over here, you can actually put in, and then also a tip for over here is, let's say you want those smaller, but you want to make sure they're all smaller in every box. You highlight all the boxes first, and then do 12, or do 11, or do 10, or 9, and then these ones will be 9 as well. So you can go this route. Let me just put in some names here so then you can see it. I'm just going to go down my hallway now. Walston, Link, Dobb, etc. 1, or you can do numbers too. All right, so then on this side, you can put whatever you want to put. If you want to insert an image, you can upload it from your computer. Let's see here, or you can take an image that you have wherever it's at and drag it over. Let's see here, I've been working on some of the photos for the live stream, so I can do that. And then in here, you can go through and just manipulate it. If you want to crop it, you just double click, and then you can drag it in. like that, and put it there. And then there's also text boxes that you can do. So then I can do, what color is the background of this image? We'll just say. You can do whatever you want, obviously, because it's your class. You do you. All right, so then what you're going to do is when you're done with your template, so this part, when you're done with this, what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to, you can save it as whatever you want to save it as. So template 1, let's go to file, download. You can do either a JPEG or a PNG. I would just do a JPEG because it doesn't really matter for this. So then you're going to download it. And if you're in Chrome, it's going to be down here. So I would just keep this down here for right now. So back over here to your untitled jam, you're going to click on set background. You're going to come over here to image, and then you're just going to take this and you're going to drag it up. And there you go. And so as you can see here, I cannot edit any of this. I cannot manipulate it. And so now what you would do is you can ask kids, and this works on iPad as well as Chromebook. So whatever the kids have, they can use it. iPad users, there is an app for this, and if not, they can just open it up in a web browser. It's a little bit different on the web browser than in the app, but if you're on a Chromebook in the elementary, it looks just like this over here. They can add in their own text box, and then they can put it and place it down there. And so green, and then they can put it in there. What they can also do is they can add a sticky note, and the background is green, and I spelled background wrong. There we go. Click save, and then you can move, and then the students can move that to their actual spot. Yeah, that's about it. One thing with the Jamboard is that the kids can, if you make one for all the kids to use, they can go in and they can edit, and then they can draw on it and do whatever you want. So you might want to, talk about etiquette and how not to do that, unless you want them to. And then you can also just go in and you can erase it yourself if you need to. So, and as you can see there, it won't erase any of the background stuff, which is good because you don't want it erased. So there's how you create a background for this. And then when you're done with this and you want to save this Jamboard, as you can download it as a PDF, you can save the whole frame when you're done as an image, and you can go that route. Also, up here with this, if you go over to the next frame, it's the new background, so you can set one for each slide that you would like to do. I've seen teachers use this for each day of the week, and so then they have one for this day, one for each day of the week, or you can just use a blank one and you can go from there. So if you have any questions on how to use this or what you would use it for, let me know. I'm available. All right, thanks.